It gladdens my heart so much to know that this popular TikTok fish pie seller has finally become a millionaire.
So remember
Oh, wow. Some people do.
They do. So remember I posted him yesterday and the EKO Hotel, they sent me a message to bring him over to EKO Hotel. So right now we're going to EKO Hotel. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Are you ready?
This is a typical definition of moving from grass to grace. You see, in this life, there are two things you have to do. Number one is no matter what you do, no matter how hard life is for you, this life, on daily basis, God continues to work miracles and wonders. And possibly before you know it, this guy will become a billionaire. You see, in this life, there are two things you need to pray for. There are two things you need to do. Number one, pray for God's grace. No matter what you do, no matter how hard life may be for you, no matter how comfortable you may be, pray for God's grace. Number two, continue working hard. Continue doing that thing that you are doing, no matter how small, no matter how little. Why do I talk about God's grace? Some people may call it grace, some people may call it favor, some people may call it divine favor, some people may call it mercy. Don't allow anybody to deceive you about the grace of God. What has happened in the life of this fish pie seller is a definition of hard work meeting up with the grace of God. And I remember some days ago it was trending, say Davido give this fish pie seller whether na 5 million, some say na 20 million, some say na 50 million, some say na 1 million. Later on the guy came out and explained that Davido did not give him any money. In fact, he made a video to showcase where he was living.
AKA, now wow. Should we see where I didn't stay a bit? I know they fake myself to see my side here. I bet rest.
I know that's that.
Hey guys. Now wow. This is stop me. So this is where I stay, this is where I live, this is where I manage. When you see me, they will go market. I wake up 3 a.m. in the morning, go do work, go make my baking. After my baking, I go sell my market. Early morning, and I carry come out, go sell market. And then they take my life. People they talk say wow. I can't say that. People they talk say give me money, give me house, give me car. Allah you. I don't believe them. See my house. Even give me money, give me car. I go see the for the house. Allah you. I even go say I go see that kind of thing. I dey hope and I dey pray. Make God send person where give me that kind of head. I will be the happiest person to live for this kind of place.
And shortly afterwards, EKO Hotel and Suites in Lagos State told one of the bloggers who posted that video to invite the young man. And lo and behold, they invited this young man, Alex. And guess what? Life has transformed from being a fish pie seller to becoming a manager at EKO Hotel and Suites, with a contract deal of him becoming one of the ambassadors of the hotel, with an immediate payment of 20 million naira. The grace of God. This takes me back to my earlier submission, which I said, that thing where you do not despise the days of your little beginning. No matter how hard it may be, continue to do it and pray for the grace of God. And that was the transformation, the power of social media. Social media is so powerful. Social media is so powerful. And that is why I talked about you praying for grace, because not be everybody social media go remember. Not be everybody social media go help. Not be everybody social media will bring back to limelight. Some people they go even bring you to limelight, but because of say one thing or the other they wrong, or because it is not yet time for God to bless you, you go still went back to the trenches where you are coming from. A typical example now, this musician waiting being Sky B. When I see the story surrounding the life of Sky B, here I remind you again, the singular reason why you need to pray for the grace of God is this. This boy, for example, where they sell fish pie, he's a hardworking young man. The fact remains that no matter how hard this boy works, he can never become a millionaire through this fish pie, except he was able to build this fish pie into having a factory or a bigger shop where he makes his meat pie. But by carrying fish pie on his head, he can never become a millionaire. It's not possible. And that is why I talked about the grace of God. And here and now, the grace of God singled him out. He is not the only fish pie seller in Nigeria. The grace of God singled him out. At the appointed time, it will happen. And now is the appointed time for this young man. And the media was instrumental because it's already a plan of God. When God plans to remember you, God will defy every odds, every obstacle. God will break him into pieces to make sure say he fulfilled the reason or the mission, the reason he created you. The same thing happens when God wants to reward somebody from your family or reward you. Maybe your forefather served him so well, or maybe your father or your sister, your brother served him so well, and God swore to lift somebody up from that family. How it will happen, you can never tell. You may not be the most hardworking or the most laziest, but God will do something that will shock you. And that is what happened to the life of this young man. I celebrate God on his head. And I pray that those of you who are out there, working tirelessly, working so hard that God will remember you. Let that appointed time come today, that your joy may be complete. As you watch this video, I take God beg you, share Amanda Pesisiam. God bless you.
Thank you for watching that video. Please do us a favor. Sharing is free, commenting is free, and try to follow this channel, Ndubonch TV.